Kyle Field, home to the Texas A&M Aggies, the Corps Cadets, the world-famous 12th man, Lady Reveille, if early indications, a whole throng of Aggies ready to make some noise. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense takes the field for the first time today. When this guy comes onto the field, David, he seems to bring the it factor with him.
So much fun as a play caller to have a guy you depend on, you trust. You know, Palmer, you're going to get the best out of this young man.
He's also one of those guys, David, who just elevates everybody else around him, right? All 10 guys in that huddle offensively just seem to play better knowing they've got confidence in this guy.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Caught, close to the marker, it's Flowers. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain. And the Sooners will hustle to the line.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. The Sooners look to keep this drive humming. Out of the gun to give to the back. Keeps the legs moving. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the...
And they will score! Touchdown Sooners! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So Texas A&M's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, quarterback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
Looking to throw, it's Alston. Gets it to the back. Makes a grab, and he's dragged down. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
He's got great speed. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try, and they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Walters. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. They're bringing heat. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Looking to pass. It's Alston. Got his man on the right. Can anyone catch him? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. Offense getting set for 1st down. On the run, it's Flowers. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. 1st down for this offense. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Texas A&M going quickly. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Wants to throw. It's Alston. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Makes the catch. They will score. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Each Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stemming. The defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
They give it to him again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield, and created the negative play.
Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the ball will come to rest just inside the 40-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Aggies want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Mayo. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Alston. Using the quick game. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. Dances away. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
The AT unit on the field. Splits the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Wide receiver shows motion. Jet sweep, trying to get the edge. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
You know, in the running game, there's a lot of ways that you can attack a defense. You can do it conventionally with running backs, and we're seeing more and more teams use the quarterback in the RPO game and zone reads. But I love when you sprinkle in a little jet sweep. Use the athleticism of your wide receivers to help you go get first downs.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, the running back has it. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Dropping back, it's Stoneburner. Going to throw it over the top of the D. He caught it, and he will score! Touchdown Sooner! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every 3rd down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it.
And the quarterback is snowed under. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man. It's Stoneburner. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. That's caught. It's Flowers. He's stopped quickly, but not before he has enough for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he's got it inside the 20. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
You've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Looking for a man, it's Alston. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. At the 40, there he goes. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. First half in the books, time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. After the big first down sack for the D, it's second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Trying to run it in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now second and goal.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal?
3:25.
Trying to move them on the counter. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. If this offense wants to stay in this game, they have to punch it in on this drive. It's third and goal. To the air, it's Alston. And it's caught! Touchdown, Aggies!
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's going to fire deep. He's got it on the right. Off he goes. Inside the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown Sooner. And another passing touchdown for this Sooner quarterback. He keeps this up, and he might wind up in that 100 touchdown club with Baker Mayfield and Landry Jones.
So many good guys that have had good days, but how about this day? I mean, fitting the ball all over the yard, just padding the stats, and you start mentioning guys like Jones, and you start mentioning guys like Baker Mayfield, that's Sooner pristine legacy there.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Mayo. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right?
And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
It's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. To throw, it's Alston. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll look to pin him deep. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep plowing it on until they find an answer.
He looks that one in nicely. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on third down.
Yeah, a nice play by the defense. Third and short, we're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Takes the easy completion. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Looking downfield, it's Alston. Still looking, on the move. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage on the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. They're just about ready to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Just feeds the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Better find the ear plugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. To the ground with the back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David. Gonna take a shot. Snags it down the right side. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Looking to throw, it's Stoneburner. He'll take another shot here. Got it! Touchdown, Oklahoma! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
This guy is officially a problem. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. Nice job by the offense, dude. If I've got a matchup I like, continue to pick at it until they stop it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas A&M had offense ready to go to work. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And that's the 4th sack this offensive line has given up today. And guess what? You thought they'd be better. Last week, they got their butts chewed out. 6 sacks they gave up. This week, on their way to doing it again, this offensive line has to step up.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. So he was forced to just take what the defense gave him, and they were able to stop him short of the first down.
And when you're a defense and you get 3rd and long and you know exactly where those sticks are, you set your feet at them, they throw it underneath, I go rally, make the tackle. Perfect 3rd down and long execution by his defense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense has had some bright moments. They've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
On target over the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. To the air. It's Stoneburner looking to take a shot. And the throw downfield winds up incomplete, and there's a good reason for that. This guy was being mugged by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
Going up top on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes. Texas A&M going quickly. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's right on target. We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. Now on 1st down from the 30. Back to pass, it's Alston. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the 1st down. He would love to have picked up the 1st down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those start to dwindle, I get very predictable. So great job getting out of bounds.
Gets it out quickly. They get him down after he makes the catch.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So
fires into traffic. It's picked off. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Still on his feet at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They're going to ride this running back. A nice way to go into the postseason and eventually the offseason with a W, but the question is, will it be enough to keep the Wolves at bay?
It's a great way to punctuate the season. You just have to wonder, though, if there were too many L's on the schedule to keep this guy around next year.
Yeah, I mean, it's the whole body of work, right? You finish strong, but what does everybody look at? Like, how many games do you win? Well, who do you beat is important, right? Do you beat your rivals? Like, there's so much more. Do you have the team's ear still? So there's a lot that goes into decision-making, but it was definitely a disappointing season.
Leaves it with the running back. Just ran over it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On fourth down, flexing that muscle in the run game. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
And just leaving no doubt in this one, right? Fourth down, they've got the lead, running the ball and picking up the first. They're going to ice this game, baby.
You talk about 2-minute drills. This is how you end the ball on an offensive 2-minute drill.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up with it.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, David?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Cut it. 29 Philly. 2-9.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Misfire, not even close to his receiver.
This defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sack him this much, of course he's going to be.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Lining up to convert third down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Oklahoma.
One more play to pad the stats. Looking downfield, it's Alston. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Guys, this is a really good win for this ball.